I tried to put my high heels on so that you... Okay. First, I want to say thank you, Fiona. And on behalf of the Bright Futures Women, I would like to say thank you to Women Enterprise Scotland and Royal Bank of Scotland for being a friend of Radiant and Brighter. My name is Mariarose Ngosi, originally from Malawi. I came to Scotland 17 years ago, soon to be 18. And now I work with Radiant and Brighter, and I lead the women's group. If you ask me what was I doing last year, I was definitely not looking like that. Not like this either. I didn't have a visa. I was summoned by Her Majesty, not for garden party, but to visit the Glasgow Sheriff Court because I could not pay my rent. I had lots of appointments at my housing association to talk about the way forward. But there was no way forward for me. I had lots of appointments in other organizations asking for financial help. But nowadays, we've noticed that if you don't have a visa, even organizations don't help you. I lived most of the weeks, almost twice a week, going to the food banks. And even one day, my son asked me, "See the place we go, what does it called?" I said it called Asda. And when he went to nursery, his nursery teacher asked him, "Where do your mom originally come from?" He said, "She comes from the place called Asda, where the food is free." In September last year, my housing officer phoned me and said, "Mariarose, if you don't pay rent this month, then we are going to apply for court order of eviction." Then she later went and said, "Do you have any idea when will you get your visa?" And on that moment, I was quiet. Then I said, "I don't know because I've been waiting for it for 7 years." She said, "Oh, you have just to do something because we really need rent." I put my phone down, try to think, where will I go and get the rent which I couldn't manage to get for the past all these months. On that moment, instead of thinking, I started crying. And then I thought to myself, how can the system, which was created by people like me, people who are supposed to be kind, thoughtful, and considerate, can put people into this horrible situation and make you visibly invisible? Fortunately, as I'm doing that, I'm thinking, September has gone, but what will October brings to me? Fortunately, October brought the good news. I got my visa. With bills and rent to pay, I had to get out there looking for work. I'm a graduate from Glasgow Caledonian University with a degree in hospitality management, postgraduate diploma in construction economics, and MSCE in operations management. I thought it would be easy. But after 7 years of no experience, that was another chapter in my life. You are there, but you get overlooked. I found myself getting a job as an activity coordinator in the care home, only for 20 hours, because I was desperate. And one day after work, my friends phoned me and said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" I said, "I'm working." And they said, "Oh, if you can manage, it's better for you to cancel the shift because we are going to this event organized by Adopt Intern." I've never heard about them. And they said supported with Radiant and Brighter. I've never heard about them. When I walk in that room, they were full of BME women looking the same thing I was looking for. In that room, there were leaders from different organizations speaking and explaining why they were there. Of all those leaders in that room, I was inspired, listening to the story of a director of Radiant and Brighter, who is now my boss. I'd never met her, never even knew her company exists. But when she started explaining about her journey from the start to finish, I was inspired because I saw myself in that story. From that moment, I made a decision. The decision to meet that woman of color who spoke about change, inclusion, and diversity. I wanted to meet her in person. A few weeks later, I visited her office to go and find out what other opportunities they have. I went there looking for work in construction industry. I ended up got something better. Before leading the Bright Futures program, I was inspired by one person, one woman of color. But now, I'm inspired with more than 90 women who have registered with Radiant and Brighter and attend Bright Futures program. At Bright Futures, we motivate each other, we empower each other, we educate each other. We change each other's perceptions. We believe that each and every one of us have a will to change someone's life, have those skills to share. Regardless of who you are, where you're from, whether you speak English or not, whether you have a visa or not, you have those skills to share and to teach someone. At Bright Future, we do not say you're fired, but we say you're in. And how do we get in? These are some of the stories of the women at the Bright Futures who just came for session, maybe for 1 day or 2. Mainly it's after the sessions. And one of the ladies said, I don't think this is for me. I don't speak good English, and I'm very shy. I can't speak in front of the people. When someone says that, you know they are not coming back. But at that moment, we found out she was back the next day. And she continued coming until 3 months later, she put herself on the organizing team for the International Women's Day. She took a law of registering people. And when she was asked to speak, she never said no. That was the woman who could not speak English. The woman who said was shy. We call that progress. Another woman who came 2 months later, she said, oh, this is so hard for me. I don't think I'll be able coming to here all the time because I've got 2 children under 3 years old. It's so hard when you have these kids. I used to design, but I stopped because it's not easy. That beautiful housewife and mother of 2, after coming to Bright Futures for 2 years, for 2 months, she decided to change her life. From it's too hard with 2 small kids to now she works at Marks & Spencer after completing her Connecting Talent and Opportunity program. She has designed many of the fabulous outfits here today, and one of them is the one I'm wearing. She sells her products at a supermarket Glasgow, and she has just started her event decorating company. Please, do not let other people dictate your circumstances, and always believe in yourself, because if you don't, then who will? In short, at Bright Futures, we have business owners, actresses, you are going to see them soon. Speakers, you will see them. Writers, as Fiona said, 2 women have already published their book and now at Amazon. And another book is nearly to be published. Leaders, designers, and much more. At Bright Futures, we do not just inspire, motivate each other, but we listen to each other. We help each other. We talk, we network, we laugh, and we eat together. Together, we can be visible. We can hold our grounds with meaning and purpose. And now I finish off with this statement. You can do a lot by yourself, but you cannot do the impossible. You can do with the impossible with a great team, which I have learned to be very true. Thank you.